the Sodor Story Collection sets. Meet Tomas's birthday surprise, set number 3 of currently 5 story collection sets that have been released thus far that I have reviewed. Now, if you've watched my videos, then you probably know I'm a huge fan of these premium sets. Last year, I took a good look and reviewed in detail the Logan and the Big Blue Engine set, as well as the James Sorts It Out set. Now, both of these releases really stood out to me and brought back some great memories of the classic Tomas wooden railway. Honestly though, if you want to get down to the nitty-gritty, watch those videos for a detailed look. To shoot right to the point though, they were flat out made better and the quality showed, albeit yeah, I forked out an astonishing $249 US each for those sets, and that's quite a bit for what you essentially get, but I felt like the James and Logan sets were worth it in the end. Question is though, how does the Tomas's birthday surprise set hold up against the other 2 I've reviewed thus far? Well, let's dive in and take a look. So, if you're not familiar with the Sodor Story Collection sets as mentioned earlier, they are premium sets and only available at local specialty Tomas Wooden Railway stores or through the Tomas Wooden Railway website online. I paid $249 US for this set as seen here, although the prices have come down to around $225 US currently for these premium releases, which is still a bit ridiculous in my opinion. Overall, they did a great job with the box presentation, highlighting the specific interactive features that this set contains, which happens to be quite a bit. Just between you and me, when I first purchased the original 4 Sodor Story Collection sets, this was the dark horse set for me. I secretly felt like I might enjoy this release over all the exciting sets such as the James, Logan, and Percy sets. Well, let's get this thing opened because there is a lot to talk about here. Inside the box, we get a very nicely illustrated, exclusive, hardcover storybook that is based on this set. We also get an instructions manual, as well as a list of the interactive features and how to use them. A windmill tunnel, a milk tower, a chicken coop, a bakery shop, the Sodor Dairy, a bridge, an egg and confetti-covered Tomas, a birthday-decorated Winston, 3 cows, a milk tanker, a standard cargo car, an egg tray, a flour barrel, and a ton of wooden railway track pieces. Now, one thing that really stands out for me on these exclusive Sodor Story sets is the quality of the product as mentioned earlier, and this set definitely doesn't fail in that category, as I felt like the majority of items were very well made of high quality materials with the exception of a few. Let's take a look at what this set has to offer. First up, I'd like to thank Mattel for giving us some themed characters. What I mean is they went out of their way to make Winston and Tomas look unique and fit in with the theme of the set. Winston sports a birthday decorated do, and Tomas is looking a bit shabby as well with his egg and confetti exterior. I have only praise for Mattel for this small addition, as I've indicated on numerous occasions how lazy I felt it was to give us a standard looking character within themed sets over and over and over. Now, I know I give these sets a lot of praise when it comes to quality, however there were a few things that I thought could have made this release even better than it is, and the first thing that really caught my attention was the quality of the bridge, as I felt like it was cheap compared with the rest of the set, and I understand that Mattel has redesigned these bridges to incorporate mostly plastic, but it really would have been nice to see a bit more weight on this item. And it's very difficult to explain on a video just how light this actually feels, but to me, it really doesn't fit in with the rest of the quality here. The only other gripe I have for this release is that my set came with a few pieces of track that were a bit tight to put together. And it really isn't an issue with the set itself, but I thought I'd mention it. Now, one of the big highlights for me personally, and I know this is gonna sound a bit silly, but I really liked the return of the bumpy track. To me, this is one of those classic pieces that a lot of seasoned Wooden Railway community members will remember, and it's great to see it make an appearance. Overall, this set is loaded with interactive features that will keep the young engineer busy for hours upon hours of playtime. So let's take this time right now and take a look at some of those features. So, if I had to compare the Thomas's birthday surprise set to the James Sorts It Out set or the Logan and the Big Blue Engine set, I'd have to say out of the three I've reviewed so far, it's my least favorite. But I've gotta say on top of that, it's unique and it shines in its own way. And that definitely shouldn't steer you away, as this is a great themed set with lots of potential. Thanks for watching. Check back next week as we dive into another Sodor Story Collection set, Percy and the Little Goat.